home-based intervention strategy for slightly delayed kindergarten.
For the step 1 is to get organized, which depicts the school performance background as shown in the different graphs. In response to the challenges caused by COVID-19, the Department of Education issued DepEd Memo No. 20, Series of 2018 as guidelines on the continuation of the administration of the Philippine Early Childhood Development Checklist for the school year 2020-2021 as the main tool for monitoring developmental milestones among kindergarten learners. And this will serve as the basis for planning and implementing interventions to address risk of developmental delays. In the past 2 consecutive years, ECD result of San Gabriel 2 Elementary School revealed the following data. In school year 2018-2019 and in 2019-2020, thus affecting their academic performance during grade 1. In addition, there are 227 out of 585 or 38% of the learners for the school year 2020-2021 found to be slightly delayed in their overall development during the pre-assessment. Hence, the CIP team aims to ensure the development of these slightly delayed kinder pupils to avoid poor performance in grade 1. Step 2. Talk with the customers. This includes the voice of the customers as to their needs and wants, as well as the responses to the survey questionnaire provided. And the affinity diagram for the reasons why these children fall under slightly delayed in their POC ECD result.
We have the current cycle, starting from the supplier, input, process, output, and customers. We have 5 key processes with flowcharts with each key stage. The first one is the development of the milk-based intervention materials. The second one is the parents and teachers orientation. Next is the distribution of the module and modified learning activities. Then implementation of the home-based intervention. And the last key stage is the monitoring of the implementation. For data collection plan, the improvement of slightly delayed interviews were measured through monitoring tools and performance tasks tabulated into a spreadsheet. The data collected were analyzed through graphs and tables with descriptive interpretation. Our focus problem statement is 38% or 227 out of 585 kinder pupils of San Gabriel 2 Elementary School, school year 2020-2021 were identified as slightly delayed.
Through the use of YY analysis, we were able to find the root causes of each identified problem. Why the 38% or 227 of 585 kinder pupils fall under the slightly delayed category. The identified storm clouds in step number 3 were classified into teams with identified problem in YY analysis together with its end risk. We were able to classify and identify 6 probable causes through the use of interview, survey, with the following results, controllability, and conclusion. Through the use of Pareto chart, the number of responses and cumulative frequency explains the reason why these pupils fall under the slightly delayed in overall development. To uplift the performance of slightly delayed kinder pupils from the school year 2020 to 2021 of San Gabriel 2 Elementary School from 38% or 227 out of 585 into 100% average pupils by the end of September 2021.
Our future cycle shows the changes made from current cycle. It is highlighted from the table. Future's process chart involves the 3 key processes as shown in the flow chart. The first one is the implementation of the home-based intervention. Second is the administration of the weekly modified strategies and activities. And the last one is the monitoring of the implementation of this scheme. For the recommended improvement, it shows 5 priority causes with each solution and recommended improvement.
Implementation plan and Gantt chart. This includes activities, output, person involved, time frame, and budget. Activities 1 and 2 were under planning phase, 3 and 4 under implementation phase, and 5 monitoring phase. This table shows the summary of activities conducted all throughout the CIP project. ECD assessment is administered twice a year, during VOC and the EOC. Its pre- and post-test results were being compared to determine the effectiveness of the intervention program. The CIT project, this SK, was conducted during the pandemic period of the school year 2020-2021. Risk assessment includes potential problem, probable cost, likelihood, impact, risk factor, and preventive action. It shows 5 potential problems arranged from highest to least priority.
Presented here is the graph showing numbers of slightly delayed kinder pupils per section. The blue bars indicate the total of 227 identified at the beginning of school year. Through the successful implementation of the intervention program, those 227 are all 100% categorized as average development, indicating zero number of slightly delayed pupils at the end of school year. This graph shows the increase of pupils' performance reflected on EOC ECD results compared to their prior performance during the BOC ECD assessment result. This graph shows the summary of ratings of the 7 domains targeted from weeks 1 to 8. It is clearly evident that there is a gradual increase in pupils' performance over time.
For Solution 1, the total cost of 4,500 to facilitate the home-based intervention in a timely manner and provide children performance-based activities that would develop them holistically. For Solution 2, with a total cost of 4,500 pesos for additional module from MOE to provide children performance-based activities and easy deployment of evaluation and monitoring tools.
For Solution 3, care of SDF3 Fund for wellness and development of slightly delayed kinder pupils.
For Solution 4, with a total cost of 400 pesos to guide the parents about the implementation of the home-based intervention.
For the people side, we have 3 elements such as communications, participation, and education. For the communication, San Gabriel 2 Elementary School CI team, together with the school principal, Mrs. Turapina Bicaray, and the kindergarten teachers conducted virtual planning and the full implementation of the solution with regards to 227 slightly delayed kinder pupils. For the participation, after the planning process, kindergarten teachers and the CIT team informed and oriented the parents of the slightly delayed kinder pupils about the intervention. These activities were conducted by batch and in open space to maintain social distancing and strictly follow the IATF protocol. For the education, kinder teachers together with the CIP team monitored the flow of the intervention process among the slightly delayed kinder pupils through virtual monitoring, photo and video documentation, and weekly face-to-face interview to their parents.
There are 7 processes on new standard procedure. 1 is planning and conceptualization. 2, development of MELT-based intervention materials. 3, parents-teachers orientation. 4, distribution of module and modified activities. 5, implementation of home-based intervention. 6, monitoring of the implementation of this SK. And last is analysis and interpretation. Here is our stakeholder analysis. Next is the training plan. It includes the person to be trained, their designation, nature and purpose of training, and the proposed date of training. Persons to be trained are the kinder teachers and parents of the slightly delayed kinder pupils.
The 4-step management method in monitoring of solution are plan, do, check, and act. The graph shows the data before and after the implementation of this SK.
Project closure. We have learned that teachers are resilient during this pandemic. Teachers are resourceful in utilizing limited materials for the betterment of the batang Caviteño. We've learned that assessing and identifying schools' needs is important in going CIT project, since we are going to prioritize and identify which among the listed needs is controllable, and we've learned that a project is a continuous process as well. Proposed activities for the next CI project. Develop modified activities for the first quarter up to third quarter. And develop instructional materials for slightly delayed kinder pupils. Objectives: to assure that these previously identified 227 slightly delayed kinder pupils can cope and perform the activities or competencies prescribed for grade 1 pupils.
Gusto ko po magpasalamat para po sa ibinigay ng modified activities para sa intervention ng mga slightly delayed kindergarten. Dahil po dito, nag-enjoy at na-develop ang kakayahan ng anak ko.
Camille Catherine B. Makabutas, Communication.
Josephine D. Ambrosio, Scribe.
Aljon B. Ganyalongo, Process Observer.
Daisy M. Abinhar, Documentation.
This is Mylene A. De La Cruz, Team Leader.